12 things your eyes say about you. Number 12. Blinking dust away or flirting involuntarily. We've all seen the flirty actress batting her eyes at a hot guy in a movie. This batting of the eyelashes is said to stem from increased involuntary blinking. Our eyes are known to increase the rate of blinks when we're interested or attracted to the person we're engaging with. The involuntary increased blinking is associated with flirting. If you notice an increase in the person's blinks while talking to them, take note. It might be a sign they like you. Proceed with caution though. If you make your move based on a few rapid eye blinks in your direction, be sure they don't just have an eyelash or dust in their eye. Number 11. Pupils say a lot about us. Most characteristics about our eyes are beyond our control, which is why they are considered windows into our souls. They supposedly expose our inner truths, what we're thinking and feeling. Great poker players are aware of this. These talented gamblers develop ways to overcome the eye's involuntary responses to stimulation and emotion. The easiest way to hide these signals, though, is to wear sunglasses, because when boatloads of cash is at stake, no one wants the risk of having their eyes telling their hand. And when we're interested in someone or like the topic being discussed, our pupils will dilate involuntarily. This uncontrollable response is a sure giveaway that we are feeling stimulated or interested in the person or topic at hand. We just need to learn to read the signals that the pupils are sending. In addition to pupils changing to natural stimuli, they also respond to chemical stimuli, as well as light. Police officers are trained to read pupils since they are a good indicator of someone being impaired or having drugs in the system. Pupils naturally constrict and shrink when exposed to bright light. For example, a flashlight shown in your eyes when we get pulled over. If someone is impaired or under the influence, his or her pupils can stay more enlarged than normal. Our pupils also react to stress, fear, and excitement. Number 10. People with gray eyes are rare. The color is called gray, but is actually a darker version of blue eyes. These people have much less pigment or melanin in the front of their eyes than their darker-eyed comrades. There are many shades and depths to gray eyes. Darker gray-eyed people might be assumed to be Geminis, since they have similar personality traits. They're said to have different personalities depending on the situation. They can almost be chameleon-like in nature, being one thing to one person and completely different for another. People sporting lighter gray tend to protect themselves with guarded walls, and it can take them a while to let their guard down. Once they let someone in, though, they can have deep feelings for ones that make it through the gates. These people are sometimes not taken seriously, so they have to work hard to be respected or recognized for their ideas. Number 9. Amber eyes are considered the rarest of all eye colors. Unlike any other eye color, these eyes have yellow pigment. The yellow is called lipochrome, and it looks coppery to yellow when examined closely. The eye color presents most commonly in Asian countries, among others. The color ranges from bright amber to a deep copper. This color is so stunning that many people born with amber eyes tend to become famous or highly admired at the least. They tend to communicate well, or at least hold great conversations. People are captivated with them, so they can hold an audience's attention. They are considered kind and warm. Amber-eyed people are often compared to wolves, in the sense that they like to get out and be adventurous and unleash a little animal-like energy from time to time. If you hear a howl during a full moon, it's most likely not an amber-eyed person, but you can imagine them out running around, enjoying nature and adventure. Number 8. Hazel eye color is named after the hazelnut. It has such a wide range of coloring that it's hard to describe their actual color. They range from all types of greens and every type of brown, but blended together. This eye color tends to change the most in terms of shades and variations. Not as common as other colors, hazel eyes are as unique as the individuals that have them. Hazel-eyed people are as varied in personality as their color range, which makes it tough to identify and categorize specific personality traits. It is hard to peg them into one or two stereotypes. The one commonality is that they're known to be balanced or even keeled. They are not known to be erratic. An interesting medical study notes that hazel-eyed color might be because of a liver imbalance, which could cause substances from the bloodstream to break down and affect eye color. Hazel and other light-colored eyes can sometimes change color and or intensity depending on what a person is wearing, the ambient lighting, and their mood. You may know people whose eyes darken, for example, when they're feeling angry, sad, or lustful. It's up to you to figure out which mood they're in, as you may need to proceed with caution. Number 7. Brown-eyed people are said to get less sleep than others and have a hard time waking up. Brown is the most common of eye colors, and there are several shades and color levels. They're said to be kind and respectful. Some tend also to be trustworthy, but do not mistake them for being submissive. Good news about brown and other dark-colored eyes. These people are half as likely to experience macular degeneration. Ultraviolet rays are blocked by the dark color in the iris. Interestingly, one study shows that people with dark eyes tend to develop less melanoma and skin cancers than their light-eyed friends. Number 6. Black eye color is about as rare as they come. It's sometimes just very dark brown, but is still considered black. People with this rare eye color usually get along well with others and are amiable. They are considered mysterious and usually known to be secretive. The darker the eye color, the more melanin in a person's eyes. Because of the increased amounts of melanin, black-eyed people are usually very good at sports that focus on hitting objects. Their brains react more quickly than others because of the extra melanin. And hey, if you like to save money, date someone with black eyes. One study showed that black-eyed people drink less than others. Not to say they're cheap dates, but you might save money at the bar. Number 5. People with blue eyes are often misunderstood the most. Others misjudge and wrongly label them as a bit distant, conceited, competitive, and even untrustworthy or shy. The truth is that many blue-eyed people are quite strong, both physically and mentally. One study showed during childbirth, blue-eyed women dealt with stress better and handled the pain better than dark-eyed women. These beautiful-eyed people are curious, but sometimes considered distant or non-caring. Unfortunately, that's often just their cautious nature being misread. Number 4. Violet eye color is one of the most breathtaking. Truly violet eyes are said to be from a genetic mutation called Alexandria's genesis. It is reportedly traced back to Egypt and recorded as early as the 1300s. As a child with violet eyes reaches puberty, their eye color deepens into darker shades of purple or violet. Although it's considered a mutation, the color does not affect vision, and many people keep 20/20 vision even as they age. Facts and medical phenomena are debated to this day. These people were said to have strong immune systems and fair skin that is not easily injured or damaged. Other claims are that these people had very fast metabolisms, so they barely gained weight. Farther-fetched suggestions are that they do not have menstrual cycles and do not produce biological waste. That one is more likely to be an ancient myth than a medical fact, but it would be convenient. Famous actress Elizabeth Taylor is probably the most well-known person with violet eyes. The gene mutation is named after Alexandria Augustine, born 1329. The child was born with blue eyes, but they changed to the violet shade at just 1 year old. Light-eyed people should wear sunglasses to protect their eyes from the sun's rays. The reduced amount of melanin in their irises makes them more susceptible to cancer and other eye health issues. Number 3. It is somewhat rare for humans to have two different colored eyes. We tend to see it more in animals, but not as common for humans. Heterochromia iridium is the medical term for this phenomenon. This exotic look is almost spellbinding. It's hard to take our eyes off people with two different colored eyes. Famous actresses Kate Bosworth and Jane Seymour are two of the beautiful examples of people with the intriguing characteristic. Famous male actors Christopher Walken and Dan Aykroyd, among others, also sport two different colored eyes. Because these people have the genes of two eye colors, their personalities can be a mixed bag from both eye color traits. These people might be quite complex, or the most go-with-the-flow kinds of people, since they can sport any number of personality traits from varied degrees. Number 2. Green eyes are known as sexy and mysterious. These people can be quite alluring. As you can imagine, the phrase green with envy stems from this beautiful eye color. Surveys show that many people would love to have green eyes if they had the choice. Similar to blue-eyed people, green-eyed people are cautious and agreeable, but are also strong and dominant. Their eye pigments tend to be balanced, which creates the steady green color throughout the eye. This differs from hazel eyes, where the pigments are more erratic throughout the iris. Green-eyed people usually take care of themselves well in terms of self-reliance. They do not anger quickly, but they can be unpredictable. They tend to be creative and handle pressure well. Number 1. There are almost a dozen different eye shapes and an infinite number of variations among them. Researchers continue to study the eyes and what they might say about us. For example, people with large eyes are said to be kind and passionate, as well as creative and open. Conversely, small eyes are said to coincide with people that enjoy their alone time. They are intelligent and have great focus, and tend to be physically smaller in stature. Round-eyed people can be more moody than others. They might be great for the arts because they are creative and imaginative. Almond-shaped eyes are very desirable. Women spend a lot of time and money attempting to create the look of almond-shaped eyes. People with this eye shape are said to have a nice balance in life and usually see the positive side of situations. They are caring yet cautious. People with hooded eyes are usually cheery and helpful. People with downturned, slanted eyes seem to see the negative in things and can be on the submissive side. Although their eyes might make them look sad, they tend to cultivate long-lasting friendships and get along well with others. Eyes that are set closely together say that a person is set in their ways and more traditional. They have some Taurus-like horoscope traits in that they are grounded by way of discipline and are good at keeping their focus on tasks and plans. In contrast, people with eyes set wide apart and known to be impulsive. They are more flexible than their counterparts with closely set eyes. Deep-set-eyed people are suggested to be optimists, as well as being incredible romantics. Prominent eye shapes are a sign of a sensitive personality that is friendly. These people, though, tend to be worriers.